In this class we will design two-dimensional geometries on surfaces, using as reference the user coordinate system, a view or a vector. We will also know the command blend, which merges surfaces. Open the available file and let's get started. In the Surface tab, Project Geometry panel, we trigger Project Geometry, Surface Projection UCS option. That projects the geometry along the positive or negative z-axis of the current UCS. Remembering that UCS is the user's coordinate system. We select the two-dimensional geometry to be designed and press Enter to confirm. Next, we select the surface on which we want to design the geometry, and which is parallel to the UCS. See the result, we have the geometry projected on the surface, that is, we have a copy of the selected geometry, parallel to the user's coordinate system. In the sequence, we will trigger the auto trim to trim the surface when the view is projected. We can click on the icon in the Project Geometry panel, in the Surface tab, or type Surface Auto Trim on the command line. We set the system variable Surface Auto Trim to the value 1. We repeat the command Project Geometry with Auto Trim enabled. See, we have the geometry projected onto the surface and properly trimmed. Now let's look at the command Project Geometry, option Surface Projection View, accessed in the tab Surface, panel Project Geometry, which projects the geometry based on the current view. To facilitate understanding, we move the view, observe. We select the two-dimensional geometry to be projected and hit Enter. We select the surface on which we want to project the two-dimensional geometry and ready, we have the two-dimensional geometry projected on the surface, based on the current view. Let us repeat the command Project Geometry by changing the current view, note. So we have the two-dimensional geometry projected on the surface, based on the current view that we modified with the command Orbit. Next, we enable the Geometric Center and Center of Face Precision tools to capture notable points. We trigger Project Geometry in the Surface Projection Vector option, which projects the geometry along a path between 2 points. We click on the center of the two-dimensional geometry to inform the first point. Then we click on the center of the surface to inform the second point. We select the two-dimensional geometry to be projected and hit Enter. We select the surface on which we want to design the two-dimensional geometry. See, we have the two-dimensional geometry projected onto the surface, along a path between 2 points. The next command to be presented is SurfBlend, which creates a continuous merged surface between two existing surfaces. In the Surface tab, Create Panel, we trigger SurfBlend. We type CH for the option Chain, which is the chain selection, that is, all sequential edges will be selected, and we press Enter. We type Hop and hit Enter. We enter Y to confirm the closed loop. We select an edge on the first surface and press Enter. We repeat the procedure for the second surface. Note that we are still in the process of editing the Surf Blend command. We enter Con for the continuity option and press Enter. We select G0 for the first and second surface. To conclude, we type B or click on the option Bulge Magnitude and hit Enter. We enter 0 and confirm by typing Enter for the first and second surface edge. You see, we have a new surface merging the two existing surfaces. We repeat the command Surf Blend and we will close the contour between surfaces. Watch. We finished this class, where we project geometries on surfaces and merge surfaces with the Surf Blend command.